Well, there you are. Again, Charlie Greer podcast. I do this every day. Today, so happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Blessed day. Before we get into this, I keep saying that. See, I'm a dumbass. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, the information's in Zelle. See, again, I'm a dumbass. The information's in the description for Zelle. Let's do this. So, everybody plays the fool, man. No exception to the rule. Listen, baby. I mean, that's just how it is. Uh, yeah. So happy Thanksgiving. A lot to be grateful for. A lot to be thankful for. Um, for one, I'm alive, and my health, and my dog, and this and that. And I got a car that runs, and I got a house. A roof over my head and stuff. I look even extra haggard. I shave though, but I got to get a haircut, and I don't like to dye my hair anymore. I don't want to be faking that I'm. So I'm thankful for my for everything. Turkey Day, turducken. Might have some turducken. What is turducken? I mean, I know what it is. It's a thing stuffed in another thing, stuffed in another thing. But have you ever? I mean, has anybody ever had a turducken? Has anybody ever? Oh, I like turducken. Is that even a thing? How long do you have to cook that? What the one in the? Shit. I guess you have to bake it slow, and you're gonna have to have that temperature gauge thing, or you're gonna. You know what? No, raw poultry. Okay, that's bad. So yeah, Thanksgiving. Of course, we have to be thankful for you know everything. Can't be ungrateful. Matter of fact, I tattooed. That's the last tattoo I got years ago. It says gratitude because I got to be. I have to remind myself that to be grateful because we all slip. We get caught up in life and this and that and the other, and you know, just in simple things. You know what I mean? Like you're in a good mood, you go out, and then people cut you off in traffic, and then they snap you at the grocery store, and this and that and the other. And they say, you're kind of well, you got to pull back a bit. Got to be grateful. I look down at my wrist, gratitude. See, I got to be, got to be grateful. Um, yeah, and it's in the font of like the '50s Chevrolet font. Gratitude. Um, you got to be. You got to be thankful, dude. Hey, it can get bad. It can get bad. I, for one, have found myself woke up out of a coma connected to all these R2D units. You think that doesn't happen to you? You wake up in an infectious unit ward, which I did. So I'm like, what are you guys doing in my room? You're dying. What? Huh? Um, so I know how bad it'll get when you can't move and all you have is your mind and your faith, and you're in the most pain. You didn't think this could even. Oh, so I'm grateful. I don't let the small thing. Sweat the small stuff, man. Again, I thought these things happen to other people. I'd never been in an ambulance, never had an IV, never been in the hospital. I mean, you can come and go, you got to get your procedures, but never like, fight for your life. Boy, I was. That happened in 2013. And to this day, it's messed me up. Hey, I'm a survivor. I'm tough as nails, I'm like an old hickory stick, But yeah, you got to be grateful. You got to, for what you have. I mean, look how haggard I am. You know, my nose is all, I need surgery on my nose. Hey, can't hardly breathe. You can hear me snorting. I mean, it's a thing. My teeth and, I got arthritis in my knees. I'm in my 50s. Again, I survived. I'm a survivor. I'm grateful. Um, and I'm not going to dawn on the history of, I get it. I know, every generation beats its behaviors. Um, I'm from Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, originally. Smithville, Tennessee, hillbilly town. Cherokee people, Cherokee, area right there. I'm part Native American. That's why supposedly I can't grow hair on my face, my cheek, because my Cherokee On my mom's side, my great grandmother, dude, she looked like a Cherokee princess, long black hair, dark eyes. My mom has dark eyes. It's just my father was Scottish, and I got these blue eyes. So you wouldn't think, people, you look, they judge people how they. So we got to be grateful for, the indigenous people that were here that taught us how to, survive, basically. And again, no good deed goes unpunished. So yeah, it's just human. It's horrible. You know. Unfortunately, it's still going on today. They're just more covert about it. You know, they think they're smart. Nothing changes. All they do is go back into the shadows a bit, keep doing, bring it down a notch or two. But then they get caught, and that's a pattern of life, man. You need old haggard dudes like me and others that'll be like, hey, huh? So they scatter back into the shadow. They always scatter back into the shadows. And I'm grateful for that too. Blessed day. It's rainy here though. It's kind of overcast where I'm at. And I got a day off. I just did 3 10-hour days. Yeah. I'm grateful for that too. I'm in my 50s doing 10-hour days. With my said arthritic knees. Yeah. Someone's got to do it, right? But I'm grateful for everything, man. My dog, I think I said that already. My car, my guitar, everything, And right now, I'm not how, I've dipped a bit in as far as like my financial, meaning I used to have a lot of stuff, you know. I used to go to like corporate meetings and minutes or whatever the fuck they call it. I had accountants and shit. The family corporation my family, my grandfather's anyway. But there's some things you don't lose. Uh, you know. So yeah, you dip. Glaciers form, they melt. They did. This ain't the first time to the rodeo for me, man. I'm grateful because I know other stuff's coming. I don't have the amps that I want. I mean, I left. Well, honestly, I do have an amp, but I don't got the bottom for it. I don't have the 412. But I'd like to be like I went from having a house in Arcadia, LA, 2-bedroom house, my own driveway and a fenced yard. I can just open my sliding glass door and let the dogs out. Now I have a backyard, but it's not fenced in, and I don't have a back door. I have to go through the front door and walk my dog every. So this morning I'm up. I'm grateful for that though. I'm grateful for everything I have, and I like my little place. I like where I'm at. I like the people and love the people that I'm around. Some of them not so much, but most of them I love people. Again, spread the blessings, spread the love. Comment below what you're grateful for. Could be anything. We forget. We forget to be grateful. We forget to give thanks. We life. Oh God, nobody's exempt from that. You think people think they are. They're not. Black coffee. What time is it? Oh, it's actually 10:18. Oh wow, I'm doing this late. 10:18 a.m. That is. I've been doing this. Like I have to be at work at 9 or 8 sometimes. Like tomorrow I have to be at work at 8. Guess what? By like 6:37, I'm going to be live. I like to do it freshen up and drink out of the shower. I don't like to do it after work. Or even if I'm not working, I don't like, I thought I was going to do a nighttime podcast with cool lights and this and that, and having a beer. For some reason, it turns out I'm a morning person or something. I don't know. So you just kind of discover like, hey, this is what I like. It has nothing to do with, I'm grateful for that. I'm thankful for this knowledge that I have about myself. Forget about everybody else. I mean, I love people, but it's like, what can I, I don't want to live vicariously through whatever people think of me. See, a lot of people, they think what themselves, what other people say about them. They think about themselves, what other people say about them. That's basically a curse. That's how you curse people. You believe what other people say about you. You're cursed. I mean, that's what I thought it was like a witch with a cauldron with like, a green sludge and frogs and nah. Nope. I guess it could be, but I don't. So I'm thankful that I have the will in my mind to be like, you know what, let people do them. Don't react to every little thing that, you know, it's sometimes it's tough. I get it. I do. Hey, I can fly off and go. Don't do it like I used to. That's a young man's game. You don't want to be too, then they know you. See, that's another thing. Once you do that, then they know who you are. No, 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 no. It comes with maturity. I get it. I used to be, we all, we have to, but you have to do you. Be grateful and thankful that you've got you because everybody's so unique. I wish people understood this. Everybody has little sparks of genius. Everybody. Don't let people tell you know. And if you lean into that, if you condense that little, you can do whatever you want to do. That's the thing. They don't want you to know that too. You see, it's unfortunate. It's hard to explain to people because people have to have their own experiences. I get it. I mean, I'm not, you know, sometimes the worst thing for you is to give other people advice. You don't want to be, you got to learn the hard way. I did. I learned the hard way sometimes. Sometimes I didn't, but sometimes I did. You know, and sometimes it takes a while. Oops. But it's a great day. And I hope everybody's like, cooking their turduckens and, mashed potatoes and gravy and a fried okra and whatever what cranberry. I don't even know. I love to cook. You should see my stove. It's this small, narrow. It's great. I mean, like a pizza will say 425. You best not put it on 420. You put it on 300 because it's so small. It's got to be from the six. I don't even know. Only one of the burners on the smallest burner. That's the only one that works. Hey, I'm grateful to have it. You I've had nicer things, and I will. Then I'll probably lose it again. And that's what happens. See, you're not gonna, it's just, that's how life is, the rhythm. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. The only constant change in life is the only constant in life is change. Constantly. Polarity and all that other shit. Yesterday I was ranting like a madman about, people's idiocy. And I get it, it's like I was giving some tough love. To me too. I'm talking to myself as well as everybody else. Nobody's watching this, so that's the thing. I can get away with this. Nobody's watching. And I did lose some subscribers, but I'm losing subscribers so much. I didn't know if because that or because they're shaving me because they're shaving mine. They literally have their shaving kit out every day on me. Like they're taking me to the barber or whatever you get, just oh well, But I love everybody, man. I mean, they're shaving views. They're shaving. How do you lose views? I do. Subscribers. I don't even know. In reality, I probably should have a lot more. I probably have. Shit, who cares? Because I do this for me. I do this for therapeutic reasons. It's therapy for me, unfortunately for y'all, that I'm sitting here in front of a laptop. I don't have any of the fan in a lamp right in my face, and I have a photophobia. If you notice my eye, because I have light blindness. I can barely see. And it's painful, and I like sunblind. I look at my eye. I mean, it's shit. I'm grateful though that at least I'm not, because I've had problems with my eyes, and for a while there, I was like legally blind. I got over I did eye drops, and like I had to put like steroids in my eye. Um, and I should be wearing glasses at work. I wear glasses. I don't like wearing glasses, man, and I break them. Um, I just broke a pair. Oh, shit. Uh, I'm grateful to have them though, even those broken ones. Thankful. I might repair those broke. Hey, you got to find the good. You got to have some humor. You have to see. This is the thing about humor. People think that, oh, it's a weakness and this and that. Yeah. When you're devoid of humor in certain uh, situations in life, that's a tell for certain things. Matter of fact, a lot of people that claim to be powerful and this, that, and the other, and they can't understand jokes, and they don't, no. That's an insecurity, man. Real motherfuckers are funny. Watch The Godfather, man. Vito Corleone, he was always sitting there with his cat laughing. I mean, that is real. Not that movie, but I'm talking about that behavior. You know, you devoid of humor. Even that's where evil resides. See people laugh. Now, come on, man. You gotta, read some ancient knowledge. Read an old book. Um, Observe people. If you're lucky enough to be able to get to the point where you can be in the presence of certain people, there's a lot to learn. Just keep your mouth shut and soak it in. Be a sponge. Just you know. Then your presence. So you don't have to say shit. Just mosey on up, and people you've never even met. What the fuck? Who the hell? Don't know. They'll pick it up, man. They can feel it. And I'm not a mean person. I'm funny. I'm always hey, but I'm also the lion. There's only so much shit I could take. There's a time and place for everything. You know, have some humor. Be grateful. Be thankful. Spread the blessings and love. Don't be too scared what other people are gonna think about. Who gives a shit? Um, and we all have those insecurities. We've all been guilty of should I, would I, am I, uh, you just got to work on yourself, man. It's like tying your shoes every day. If you didn't tie your shoes, eventually you'd be falling and dripping and this, that, and that. It's like wiping your ass. It's like if you didn't wipe your ass, you'd be all itchy and chafy. Come on. That's how you gotta keep up on yourself. You know, gotta do a personal inventory. Your inner self and your faith. You have to be connected with that. Don't ever let that, don't budge an inch on that. Not a centimeter, man. Don't, no, no, no. Uh, be happy. Again, you don't want to be, pardon me, you don't want to be gullible. Now, sometimes though, being gullible people will drop their guard. You'll see who's who. All right. You want to do it sometimes, but those situations you'd rather not be in those situations. But unfortunately, sometimes you have to. So you want to like, dang, just you got to identify and eradicate. So that's how you do it. You have to, again, do it with humor. Don't be too serious. Don't take yourself too seriously. So I'm sure everybody is having a meal today, like a Thanksgiving dinner. I am too. Um, and back in the day when we were in St. Louis, we would just get Chinese food. I mean, a bunch. This egg foo young and cashew chicken and egg rolls and wontons. I mean, a bunch. We used to have a Thanksgiving we had a store in St. Louis, and we would have like a Thanksgiving, usually the day before, we'd have Christmas too. We'd feed people. There's always people eating around our, the front of the store. We had chairs set up so people could hang out. Cops would be there. The fucking um, bishops, federal judges. I mean, God knows who, all laughing and yeah. I would just listen. Again, just don't be. But my grandfather, I and I come from like the art world, the band world. You know, I wasn't ready for certain things. What do you mean I got it? Yeah, you got it. And I continue. That helped me actually with it because I started. I inherited part of my grandfather's corporation when I was 23, 1994. I still had long hair. I still was in my band Love Engineer at the tail end of I did move to St. Louis, start working 6 days a week, and doing this and that and yet, I didn't know anything about corporate law or accountants and probate law and estates and this and that. What? I'll never learn this. Yeah, you will, Charles David. No, I'm not. You will. You know, I don't want to. Man, I'm so grateful and thankful that I had that opportunity. Looking back, it was like, man, so much fun. We knew everybody. We had keys to every kind of car and a house, apartment, you name you would not believe. Just everything connected to we would you would not believe what I could do over the phone. Yeah, I need to get my car inspected, new plates. What do you? That's okay. You'll deliver it, fine. Not anymore. I shouldn't have said that, but there's statutes, limitations to certain things, so I can talk about stuff, but I don't like. Again, it was a lot of fun. We had an antique store, and we bought out estates, and we used going through probate law. Just okay. Family come in, pick what their family, parents died or whatever. They take what they want, and they'd have us do an estate sale or buy out the whole kit and caboodle. Like sometimes the house and all, clean it out, this, that, and the other. And then guys would come in. We had a dude we'd been working with for like 40, 50 years. One of my grandfathers, and he would do a clean out, meaning we would leave certain things and he would clean it out. I'm talking about you got to get it ready for the realtor or whatever. And he would just take what was left. And it was a lot of good stuff. And he had his own store. So he had his crew that come in and, well, we got this, that, some mahogany furniture and crystal and that's whatever. He'd clean it out, Then I'd have to go and make sure that it was done well. I had to do the walkthrough, and some of these houses are huge. One time, I my mother would be like, "Look, make sure to look under those beds and under anything. If there's a couch, you got to look around, make sure that." And I was like, "Okay, I will." No, you about Charles David? You got to listen to me. All right, I'm gonna, So I was in this big house, and it was a Central West End in St. Louis. I mean, it was nice. One of these huge stairwells that like you go up, and then it had like a landing halfway up with like it was like a living room up there. Then the other went back, So I was in there and I saw this old, like, it wasn't a bed or a couch. I don't even know what the fuck it was. And I looked underneath there and I saw one of those old Gibson cases, like a hard case. What is this? Turned out to be like a Gibson. What year was it? I think it was like a 20s or 30s. It was a tenor acoustic. A tenor acoustic is a 4-string, 4-string acoustic. Well, I popped that case, bro. It smelled like, man. Matter of fact, I like that smell now. And I had to restore it. I took it to whoever in St. Louis, and they restored it. And I almost sold that to Rick Nielsen of Cheap Trick for his like museum or whatever, his collection. And I had to take videos of it and mail it to his management, whatever. And I met with Rick backstage at one of the gigs. And He passed. He didn't buy it. And quite honestly, he's kind of an asshole. Uh, and back then, I could get away. I set his ass straight, verbally, of course. It's all fun. He was like, yeah, I was like, me too. Okay, bye bye. And I liked them. And their singer, he wanted to trade me hat. Did I? I think I did trade him hats. 'Cause I was wearing some kind of hat. I don't know. I think it was a cowboy or something. Man, I'd love to play. Will you trade me hats? I was like, yeah, I will. And I even met Rick's kids or kid or whoever this dude was. I think he was in a band. So you just never know. And who did I sell that tenor acoustic to? I forgot. Anyway, grateful to have those memories. Grateful to have found the guitar because we'd already bought it. It wasn't like we were stealing. I mean, we already bought it. It was all legal. You know, thankful for the life I've lived and the knowledge and stuff. And that was when I was in my 20s. When I in my 20s? How old was I? I forgot. But young, you know. Um, grateful, thankful. I didn't let it go to my head either. I wasn't like that. Well, I was warned like you can't, because even my family would be like, "You man, certain times if you step out of line, forget them. It's gonna be us." Okay, you just don't do it. My mom, you don't want to back then. My shit, she's still, man. God bless her. One of the strongest people I've ever met. Smart, funny, but she's the lioness. She had to deal with a lot of shit. She did more and had more power than, come on. Maybe again, that you never know. She's still, I mean, hey, you not believe the people she's known or met or whoever. I'm grateful that she's kind of like my confidant. I call my mother when I need some advice, when I need to, and she can hear in my voice. Because one thing, I'm a horrible liar. I can't even lie over the phone, especially to her. And we have the same birthday. She gave birth to me on her birthday. Okay. So there's that connection. And I'm grateful to have that. And it's weird. Something will happen because a lot of times I don't want to say, I'm not calling, I need to, none of that. I'm a man. I'm mature. I'm an old, she'll call. What's going on, Charles David? How the hell did you? I could feel, she's like, and then I've learned that, see, there's certain things you can't explain to people. It takes years to develop. And grateful and thankful. Grateful, grateful, and thankful. It's a blessed day. And I love all y'all. I love to spread the love and the blessings. Because what's the alternative, It's funner, it's better to be that way. Because this is the life is an arduous task. It's a full of that's why you need a lot of love and blessings. You have to be. Again, what's the alternative? Who, what, see, no. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy your turducken. If that's your kind of, I still want to try turducken though. I want to see what, a deep fried turkey, perhaps. Who knows? Vegan? I don't know. Chinese food, yeah. And comment below what you're grateful for. It'll remind you what you need to be thinking about, and and it make you happy. And enjoy your dinner and booze or whatever you're going to do, because I'm sure people are going to be I'm boozing today. Probably already started. A little Irish coffee, perhaps. Yeah, maybe. Hell, I might have a beer. Who knows? I've worked hard, man. Shit. Man, last 3 days I've worked from 9 to 7. just going. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I still have the ability to get up. Oh, and I did my podcast too. That's another thing. I'm doing my podcast before I go to work. It's again, I'm unstoppable in my own way. I mean, I'm not really unstoppable. I mean, none of us are. But I love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. I do this every day. I'll be back tomorrow. I love y'all. Be blessed. Cheers.